and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing the next couple of stages of our Batmobile 66 build. So let's get going. Okay, so we have received the next pack of the 66 Batmobile. So I'm going to be doing these two issues in a minute. That's 21 and 22. And then Kirsty is going to be doing 24, 25, 23, sorry, 24, 25 and 26. Seems like a lot. Maybe I'm maybe I've done it on purpose, I don't know. But we also get our free gift, which is the number plate, which is just here. I'm just going to open it up. It seems really nice, actually. And there it is, just there. It's nice. It's all in a sort of a tin design, which is great. I think I'm going to place that up here somewhere so people can see it. So yes, so I'm going to get all this out of the way. We're going to need the chassis that we already built, as well as the wheel that we built, I think, way back in issue 1 or 2. So I'm going to do all of them. So let's clear all this mess up. And the first video will be mine, and the second video will be Kirsty. So let's try doing issue 21 and 22. So like I said, we're going to do issues 20 and 21 and 22, which are just here. We're going to need the chassis because we're just going to copy what we did in issue 20, which was the suspension, fork, and everything else. And then we're going to place the wheel on that we done. I think it was in. It was a while ago. It was right at the start of the build. And we're going to attach the steering rack or the steering arm and the brake disc here, and put the left wheel on, which is brilliant. And then we'll be doing the. And then Kirsty will obviously be doing the right side. She'll be doing 4 issues. I haven't lumbered her with them, but. Anyway, she's going to be doing 4. The nice place for it to go up there, I think. That's the license plate just up there, which is brilliant. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do issue 21. Okay, so what we have here is what we were left with last time. And this is the right side, and we're going to be concentrating on the left side. So basically, we're just going to copy what we've done on this side here on the other side. So I'm just going to leave that there, and we're going to open this up. And get those screws out. Let's put that rubbish down there a minute. Once again, I don't really understand. I don't know why they do this. It's a little niggle of mine, which is why we've got screws here. Why have we got like loose screws there? Because I'm pretty sure they go in there. Just a little niggle of mine. Like, why? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this section out here, and we're going to take these sections out just here, like that. And we need WM screws, which are just here. And obviously we're going to turn that so it's like that. We're going to put one up here and one on this section just here. And we're going to use a WM screws to secure that in, which is that. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom up a little bit. That's it. So this section just here. So we've done that, as you can see. Screwed it in, making sure that the screws are in the same sides. So we need to put that aside now. Now what we need to do is grab these 2 bits. We're going to put it in like that. Also, so it's only going to go in one way because it's not got screw holes in the other side. So you shouldn't mess this up. So we're going to do that with CM screws. So I'm going to just put them 2 together and screw it up with some CM screws. Okay, so we've got ahead and attach that section just like that. Okay, so with this part facing this way, we're now going to put it so it's like that. Sort of making sure this bit is up higher, that end, if you know what I mean. And we're going to use EM screws to attach either end. I'm going to put one in there. Something like that, just to hold it while we put the other side in. And then we can screw them up fully. Like so. So I'm going to go ahead and screw that up fully. Okay, so we've now done those two bits. Need to move them to a side. And we now need to come back right out. So the first thing we're going to need is our spring. And this as well. Now we are going to use AM screws, like so. But there's a little knack to this because we're going to do it slightly different. So we need one of these that's going to go across the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our spring in. So our spring goes in here, like so. So that goes like that. Then we're going to put this in. Now the first thing it says is for us to screw the top. We're not going to do that. We're actually going to screw the first bit at the bottom here. AM screw. You will thank me later because this will become a lot more easier to move and to position if you do it this way. And it's just a simple case of pushing down. So we're going to use 2 AM screws on the top here to secure that in. Okay, so we've done that just there. So that's all in. So now what we've got to do is put the screw in at the top. So we need an AIM screw to do that. And now this will go in much more easier. We just need to screw that up so it's nice and tight, which it is. So now we have a really stiff suspension system. So next what we're going to do is obviously we've got to flip it over, being very careful when we do so. And we're going to fit one in there like that. We're going to use an AM screw to secure that in. So just hold like that for a second. Now, best way to support it is like so. And we're going to flip it round. Okay, so now we've got this section just here. What we're going to do is we're going to place this like that. We're going to use CM screws just in the top sections of this section just here. Like so. Right. Like so, we're going to stick that on there. I'm going to use one of these to do that. There we go. And we have the suspension system. Okay, so that brings end to issue 21. As you can see, it's all nicely on there. So we now have both front suspensions done, which is brilliant. So we're now moving over to issue 22, which is just here. So in this one, we're going to fit the steering arm, I should say, onto these two belts just here. And we're also going to be fitting on our left wheel, which is right here. Like I said, I think we got this back in issue 2. And we've also got the brake pad and stuff like that. So let's open this up and get going. Okay, so we've got to put the tyre to the side for a minute. We're just going to take out this rod section here, which is this section just here. That's what that one looks like. And these two arms here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place the left one on this side, the right one on this side, should I say, and the left one on that side, so it looks like that. And we're going to use screws, which are somewhere in here, just there. Look at that, right at the top there. So 2 of them. Just in here. You're going to want to move, so you want to. So what? I'm going to go ahead and do both of these now. Okay, as you can see, both like that. We're going to flip it, so it's like this. And we're going to take these bars here, like so. We'll have one for the right side, which is here. So that's going to go into there like that. And the left one's going to go into there like that. And we're going to use AM screws to secure that in. Okay, so there we go. We've stuck them. Now, there is a little bit of a mistake in the book. And I'll prove that just now. So I said AM screws because that's what it says. Oops. On the diagram here, it says AM, but over here it says AIM, and AIM are the actual screws there. It's just a misprint, but a little thing can turn into a bigger problem later on down the line. I thought I'd just bring that up. Okay, so now what we've got to do is flip the engine over, being careful. What we've got to do now is we've got to stick that on there like that, and that one on this one like so. And we are going to use, because these are going to sit on here, this one is going to sit on this just here. There we go, making sure it's the right way round. Okay, so that's going to sit on there like that. That's going to sit on there like that. We're going to use a CM screw in this part just here, and AIM screws in either side here. So I'm going to do that now. So that is all secured up. Just push this up just to show you. So we've gone ahead and done that either side. And if we because it's very, very stiff, if we move that, you can sort of see it working like so. Okay, so now what we've got to do is flip it over like so. First thing we're going to do is we're going to grab, we've got our wheel disc here which goes into the wheel. We've got our brake system just here, and that, what we're going to do is take this pipe. Now my little tip here again is I'm going to use a bit of glue to just glue this wire in, because it probably will come out. So just want to put a little bit of glue right on the top of that tip there. And then we just need to push this on top like that. So the glue will hold that in nicely. And then what we need to do is we need to just push this like so. So we're going to push this, making sure that the wire, like so, that's just going to be pushed on. Like so. We're going to grab our wheel. We're going to put this on the back here. As you can see, we have 2 marks on the back here, so this is just going to go on like that. We're going to secure that on with AM screws, so the ones that the magazine mixed up, which are these ones. So we're just going to screw that on. So we've done that. Make sure when you push this on, you push it right on as far as it can go. So we're just going to stick this on like that. We're going to use an FM screw, which is one of these longer ones. We need the washer as well. There's a little tiny washer in here. So, you need to put the screw with the washer. And we need to screw this up onto that hub. So I'm going to do that now. And that is screwed up really, really nicely. Finishing touch now. The first thing I'm going to do is just turn the tyre. It should be fairly stiff to turn. And obviously now you can actually see our suspension system working, which is brilliant. So what I want is the Firestone label at the top here. And then I'm just going to push the cap over the top of everything just here. And it's not clicking on, is it? There we go. It should just get placed over the top like that. And we now have our first wheel. In regards with the brake pipe, which is the brake wire, lead, whatever, it's just left dangling there at the minute, like there is with a lot of the wires here at the minute. And yeah, it's looking good. Now, what Kirsty's going to do in the next one. Okay, so we now have our first wheel on. We've done all the right side and put the suspension, the steering arm in, which is good. Though I don't know how often I'm going to actually use the steering on this, and I may disengage the mechanism for it, because what I found is they very much don't work too often, and I don't want to go breaking it. So what I will do is I'll just won't screw it in. And if I ever let this go, which I probably won't, but if I ever did, it meant that I could screw it back on, or someone else could screw it back on as well, because I find the steering mechanisms on these not very good, but this one might be different. Anyway, I'm really loving that that tyre is on. So what is Kirsty going to do in the next 4 issues? Well, she's going to be putting on the tyre on that side. Yep, that takes 4 issues. So even though she's doing a few more issues than me, she's actually doing not a lot in that issues. But it does mean that at the end of the this pack, we'll have the front wheels actually on. And then I think we start working more on the chassis here, which is brilliant. But that is it from us here at the Nexus. Thank you for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, get yourself over to Fanhome, start your journey today. Use the links and the promo codes in the description. But until then, until our next video, we'll see you later.